Okay, this is a BMW 335i. It's an E90 series. I think it's an N54, yeah, it's a twin turbo. It's got a JB tune on it. It rocks. It's a really fast car. Now, like all BMWs, it has issues. And one of the issues, strangely enough, is these little vents here love to break. And this will be the third one I replace. I replace this one, that one, and then this one again. Now, this car only gets a couple of thousand miles a year, tops. Nobody fiddles with these things, but when they break, this piece becomes disconnected. So, since I'm getting tired of replacing these things, I've come up with a solution. Maybe. I'll be back. So what fails on these is this little hook. And if you've ever worked with one of these things, you know that it's inside the vent, and it's supposed to slide back and forth, and it operates the vents that are perpendicular to these horizontal ones. Well, what happens, this is the front end. You can see the little control, just like it is here, is that it breaks. It's the strangest thing. I'll show you. See right there? That's broken. That's broken. That's intact. That's intact. And as you look, I'll try to do it one-handed, this thing actually slips in underneath these tabs. Boy, am I being a spaz today. So it's hard to tell, but I will try to point it out. We'll get it back up. You see this tab here, tab, tab. These slide underneath there. And what you can see missing over here on this side, there's the tabs. No tabs. So these tabs break, which causes this to be disconnected from that. So that's why I've had to purchase 3 spares, and they're not frightfully expensive, but you can get them all the way with just this assembly here, which is like 20 bucks, or you can already get it mounted into this affair, which I think is more like 50 or 60 bucks with this little gadget. All right, so what's the plan? Well, it's like this. I got some glue. And my plan is to place, since this is the part here that runs on the center channel on the back side, you can see how there's this cutout here. I am going to, I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to put glue here, because that will just impede this center channel where it's supposed to slide. I'm going to put a drop, drop, drop. Drop, 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 and slide it in as best I can into the handle. I can't do it one-handed. Then I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to see if it glues it sufficiently that the risk of breaking, like it always does, is eliminated. Now, in order to do that, I have to have it mounted. This has to be on the vanes, like that. Once again, I'm doing a one-handed, which is awkward. And then I'm going to slide it in, and we'll see what the results are. I'll be back. So, here's the glue. Will it work with plastic? And we're going to find out. And you can see the shiny area here where the glue is placed. And it's on the outside of the wings. And this still moves, so it's not been glued into place. And it says to give it 24 hours. I will give it 24 hours. Now, if it works, I spent, what, a couple of bucks on the glue, 2 tubes. And like I said, this single piece here is 20 bucks. If I can reassemble it into this piece, it's more like 60. I'll have some spares because I fully expect the ones that I've installed today to fail because they've always failed. It's a design fault. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully it works. I sort of got inspired by this because I spent some time in Belize and Nicaragua in Central America. And those guys can rebuild anything. So I saw a lot of older MGs, English cars, that people had dropped off in those countries. And literally these guys were rebuilding them by hand. Didn't have original parts because in Belize and Nicaragua, importing parts cost money because they have tariffs. So they were making all this stuff from scratch. So that partially inspired me to do this. I'll be back. Oh my Lord, is it raining like crazy? Yeah, it's like a frickin' shower out there. Gotta love it. June 25th. I think it's 7 in the morning. See you in a bit. Well, it's been 12 hours since I glued the broken pieces together, and they're nice and solid. Oh yeah. I'm gonna guess that this is gonna be better than the original design because it doesn't have the problem of these securing pieces here breaking. And that's on the ones I've replaced. It appears that is a design flaw. The glue, which was applied on the outer surface, as I mentioned before, here, is working really well. The pieces are not coming apart. I suspect these will be replacements for the next batch of broken air vents on the sides of a BMW 335i. So if everybody has benefited from this, it's going to make me repair more things that historically I would have just replaced, assuming they're non-critical parts like air vents. So I love you all. Peace out. Bye.